Hello, welcome back to Courageously Kind. Today's going to be a little bit different than most of our episodes, so if that's not your jam, it's cool.
I just want to give you an update on Courageously Kind as a whole.
A lot of things has been... I'm going to leave it in there. A lot of things have been going on in the world of Courageously Kind, in our lives as well, and we just kind of wanted to share a little bit about what we are working on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And just kind of fill you in.
Yeah. First, starting real quick with our personal lives, I think we mentioned here before that we're in college and we started undecided.
We did.
But we finally declared majors. We declared
Yay.
communications, of course.
Literally everyone we've told that to is like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Like, it's what we like to do.
Yes.
Why we didn't know this before, I don't know. But
it came when it was supposed to come.
And it feels so good to finally sort of be on a path.
Yes.
Toward
Yeah.
a degree.
It feels so good.
And something that we want to study.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what's been going on in our personal lives. Lots of homework, lots of reading.
Ooh, it's a lot.
It's a lot. But we are doing a lot of cool things with Courageously Kind. We're working on a lot. And we're going to share those things with you.
One of the big things that is taking up a lot of our time with Courageously Kind right now is NPR's College Podcast Contest. That's a mouthful. This is the second year that NPR has done a open submission podcast contest they do a high school version and a college version as well. So we actually kind of have a funny story with NPR and their podcast contest. We tried to enter last year as high school students. So the difference between high school and the college contests are the high school contests you have to have like a teacher kind of submit on your behalf as sort of like a school project.
Yeah.
The contest or the college contest is different where we can just submit it on our own. But we were so excited. We had been doing the podcast for probably about 6 months at the time. And we were really excited. We were like, I stumbled across it on, I think I just Googled podcast contest because I was curious.
Sure.
And we stumbled across it and we decided to enter.
We wrote a whole podcast out.
It was like, for reference, we don't really write, script our podcasts.
No, we never do.
We probably should, but we want it to be conversational and we want it to be, we're just sitting down talking to you.
We literally are just sitting down and talking.
Yeah.
To you.
But this was going to be a super scripted, to the word style podcast.
And it was only 5 to 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
So it kind of had to be scripted and planned out.
Yeah, so you get all the information in there that you want to get in there. And we basically just talked about how we think that kindness is the answer to so many questions and
the solution to so many problems.
Yeah, if we all were just kinder and lived kinder lives and were kinder people, the world would be a much better place. Obviously, it's an obvious concept, but it's something I think that we don't always think about. Anyways, we scripted out this whole episode. We probably re-recorded it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Because we would do it and then be like, oh, this doesn't sound right.
It was a lot. We worked really, really hard.
We did.
We submitted the file.
Our teacher, our English teacher, sup Miss Sue, we love her. She entered all the application stuff on our behalf. And we just had to upload a file to SoundCloud. Super easy. Cool. We upload the file. A few months go by. It's we upload the file in February, March. It's May, and they're getting ready to announce the winners. And we're like, oh, cool. The day comes and we're checking our phones. We're so excited because we were really proud of the podcast, and we just wanted to see how we would do. We did not win. That was okay. You know, I was a little hurt, I was a little bummed, but, you know, like, I was still proud of what we created. That's what matters.
Absolutely. And so, I wanted to cut you
No,
off.
okay.
So, we wanted to listen back to the episode to see, okay, how could we improve? What could be better? How could we, you know, strengthen Courageously Kind as a whole? So, we go back to the file that was submitted, and we hit play. And what do we hear, Maddie?
The file that we submitted was not our 5-minute long scripted podcast episode. It was a 4-second soundbite. I have absolutely no idea how this happened, but for whatever reason, the file that was in my computer that was labeled NPR was a 4-second. I must have done it somehow. I have no idea. But we literally submitted for NPR's podcast contest a 4-second soundbite. Like just a 4-second chunk of a conversation that we were having for the podcast.
I can't not laugh. It's so stupid.
So there were 2 thoughts I had. The first thought was, I'm so mad at myself. I can't believe we screwed up.
Yeah.
Like, we missed our shot.
Yeah.
The second thought was, well, at least we didn't, like, upload our whole podcast and they hated it and didn't choose it because they thought it sucked.
Yeah.
They didn't choose it because it was a 4-second long clip.
So, with all that being said,
Lesson learned. Double check things before you submit things.
We're trying again. We're going to submit a real episode this time.
God willing. Hopefully. Knock on wood.
Don't even jinx it. But I think it's a lot better than what we would have submitted last time.
I agree.
I think we've kind of found our voice a little more. And so we're going to give it our best shot.
We've definitely grown so much in the past year. And although writing this has been super hard, I think because we don't script
so
our things, and at least I second guess everything.
Yeah.
Like I write something down, I'm like, nah, it's not.
Yes, everything.
So we found that it's going to be this balance of making sure that we're creating something that is of value to people, but also making sure that it stays in our voice.
Yes. We still want it to be conversational. We still want it to sound, we don't want to sound like we're becoming, these fancy professional podcast hosts.
Or try and be anybody else.
Yeah.
You know?
So.
That's that. Wish us luck.
If you hear that we won, we won. If you don't hear anything,
we didn't win.
We didn't win.
I'm not sure when this episode is going to air, but submissions are due on February 28th, and then it'll be a few months after that. So,
who knows?
Who knows? But I will make sure to upload the right file this time.
There you go. And that is not the only thing on the Courageously Kind to-do list. We are working very hard on a website. We're so excited. We've talked about it for so long. We need a website. We just want it to look as professional and as simple and easy to navigate.
Yes, exactly.
As it can be.
Yeah.
So we're working really hard on that. Don't know when it will be up, but stay tuned for that.
Hopefully it'll be out soon.
Hopefully.
But we just want to make sure we get it right. Because I think it would be a lot harder to post a website, create a website, and then not like it and have to take things down and change things. We just want to make sure that it is, like Liz said, easy to navigate and everything looks good.
Yeah.
So that's that. What else is going on in Courageously Kind?
If you follow us on TikTok,
yes,
you may have seen a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, we are trying to get a billboard.
What?
Crazy.
We have not forgotten about that project.
No, we're still working on it.
For context, this project was kind of a crazy, out of the blue idea we had we really wanted to kind of push ourselves and challenge ourselves to do something outrageous, to dream big, and then to try and make it happen. And we were both kind of sitting there thinking, what is something big and wild that we could do? And we both had the thought, billboard in Times Square. I don't know where the thought came from, but because we both had it, we were like, we have to do it.
Okay, let's do it.
It's happening. Project is turning out to be a lot harder than we expected, which is valid. I mean,
So valid.
did we think it was going to be easy? Like,
No. But we've gotten some great mentorship and advice from our dear friend Kim Teensma
woo!
over at Faces.
She's president of the National Craniofacial Association, and she is awesome.
And we love her.
So much. Shout out Kim.
We love you,
Woo!
Kim. And we have decided the next plan is to start local and to start with our community. So if you know us, you know, if you're in our community at home and you have any thoughts about billboards, where we can find them, how we can get on one, let us know.
Not necessarily like we want our faces to be on a billboard.
No,
we just want
the courageously kind message.
yes. So, even if you don't live in our community, if you have any experience in advertising, we're all ears.
Comment down below. Reach out on social media. We'll put our email in.
And one last thing we're working on is we are conducting a lot of Zoom interviews lately, which is really cool because we get to talk to people all over the world. We've talked to people all over the country, which is so exciting. Internationally, yes. Our dear friend Ameline in Ireland. Unfortunately, the video quality of Zoom interviews is not great, so we haven't been posting visual episodes with our guests, which is kind of a bummer. I would like to be able to post those, but I also want to make sure they're good quality as well. So we're looking into investing in a webcam. If anybody knows anything about webcams, or has a webcam that they like that is good quality for Zoom interviews, we would love to hear about it. Yeah. But that's something we're researching and we're looking into.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can see all of our episodes in the future,
Mm-hmm.
and not just listen to them, but they all will always be uploaded on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Woo.
Audibly.
Woo.
But we're working to get those visual as well.
I feel like we are. The title of this episode should be a work in progress. Because we're such a work in progress. But getting all podcast host emotional, I think I don't know what this is. But I think this is a metaphor for us as people. I think we're always a work in progress, especially when it comes to kindness.
Mm.
You know, we could always, update, do some fine tuning, polish up. I cleaned our room today.
It looks
And
very nice.
I feel like a new woman. I mean, it was so great.
Thank you, Liz. The room looks good. She got messy there.
She was so messy.
We were super busy the last couple weeks. I felt
Yeah.
like schoolwork had really kind of ramped up.
Mm.
We have work study jobs, so that was fun, but
busy. And you don't realize that your room's getting messy until it's like horrific.
Yesterday we actually sat down to film an episode and we're like, we
can't do it.
we can't do it in this room.
It's so bad.
So thank you for cleaning.
You're welcome. Clean your room.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for catching up with us. If you ever want to wonder what we're up to, you can follow us on Instagram at Courageously Kind Podcast or on TikTok at Courageously Kind.
We'll see you back here real soon.
Bye.
We're going really fast because Maddie doesn't have a lot of phone
I don't have
storage.
much phone storage left, so we're trying to say this really fast.
Okay, bye.
Bye.